On today's episode of Watch Jericho, we are in the shop with one of my favorite cars of all time, a Grand Touring V8 powered beast with a convertible hardtop. That's right, the car Top Gear hates, and I've made many videos saying they're very wrong. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Jericho, and today, like I said, we are here with Eric's aunt's, is this an 05 or an 06? 05. 05, it wasn't 05. 05 Lexus SC430, and it's broken. I know this car looks perfect to you and I on the video here, but it has 48,000 original miles, perfect shape, just like most of these. These are kind of like Corvettes. Like most Corvettes you find have 30,000 miles on them.
Yeah.
This one has 48,000 now, so it's almost considered high mileage, but the horn doesn't work. So we are here today to troubleshoot one simple problem. That's really it.
Well, shit, yeah, you live in Missouri. You can't, if it doesn't have a horn, it can't go on the road.
Oh, they have to have inspections.
And the horn will fail you.
I was like, yeah, who cares about a horn? But
yeah, because the work truck, I don't have a horn.
yeah.
And it is kind of the most frustrating thing in the world because every once in a while you do need it.
Yeah, people are sitting at green lights on their phone.
In Missouri, it is required to get it down the road.
Guys, we have it well here in Kansas where we can just drive whatever we want. It's no big deal. Nothing has to pass inspection. But I guess in Missouri, gotta have a horn, and many other states that have inspections too. So obviously it's a pretty basic thing, and it's also a pretty simple thing to rig up, right? You could just put a horn and a push button in, but on your nice car, you probably want it to work correctly. So today, we are chasing down this problem and probably, we expect, replacing a $500 Clockspring to fix it.
This pinstripe is after. This was not a factory option. He signed it.
Oh!
It says Sid did it.
Sid did it. Well, guys, if you've ever seen pinstriping from Sid did it.
And he only signed that side.
Yeah, it's all hand painted.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Power antenna. SC430s are so cool. This was the first car where everything was power and it finally had real technology. I fell in love with this because everything has covers, everything's automatic, it makes plenty of power. And when we were 18, we were spending all of our time in one of these on the limiter, which is about 148 mile an hour, maybe 150. And we would just drive this thing down the road with the pedal all the way on the ground. And it's the most reliable car you've ever seen on the limiter. I think it's actually electronically speed limited. I don't think it's the limiter on these things because they're incredibly smooth. But if we fire this thing up here, I'll give you guys a little show with some of the magic on this car. Obviously, the navigation screen is hidden away. And I forgot how to close there it is. Yeah. So the screen tilts out after the burl wood opens, which is absolutely beautiful. And if you close everything, the whole interior is just this nice flowing burl wood all the way through. Lexus just killed it. Love the way this thing looks. I don't know why, but now people are kind of clamoring for non-nav versions because there was a slick dash. There were only like 30 of these ever sold with non-nav, and I would be wildly disappointed to own one of those. I don't know. I don't care how rare it is. I do not want to own one without the nav because that is the coolest thing in the world.
It took GM 10 more years to figure out that same screen.
In the Corvette?
The 12 Escalade has the same cover tilt-out screen.
Yeah, and then of course all the C7s did the slide down.
Yeah. But I'm sure this works better than the GM one does.
And then we can hit a button here. Okay, maybe we can't. Do the doors have to be closed for the top to run? We'll hit the open button right here. Maybe it has to be running.
Broken.
Maybe we have two problems to fix. This is the first one I've ever seen where the top didn't work. There's no lights on the dash or anything like that, but like you saw Eric test, there's no horn. Everything else does work though. The cruise works. Very interesting that one little part of the Clockspring failed here. And
there's no like clips or anything that you have to do.
You don't have to do anything on this. Maybe the trunk's not closed. We'll get back to work in just a moment, but first I need to take a second to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Mando. Mando is deodorant made for real guys. There's no over-the-top marketing or macho gimmicks going on here. They simply make deodorant that lasts. And if you've ever had to reapply deodorant midday, lunchtime, you're on your break and you start to smell a little bit, Mando has your back. They offer a bunch of different methods to apply their whole body deodorant. You can use the spray, the solid, the cream, or the deodorant wipes. And of course, they offer the incredible smelling Mount Fuji deodorant plus sweat control. And Mando isn't just about smelling fancy, it's about not smelling at all. It's built for long days, hard work, and not just sitting behind a desk, especially those days when you have to pull a transmission out of your car. So try Mando today by hitting the link in the description below to get a discount on your starter pack or use code JRGO5. Huge thank you to Mando for being the sponsor of today's video and being a continued supporter of automotive creators like me. Oh, it checks to see if the trunk shelf is in the position. Open the trunk. I forgot. It's not, right? There's, you have to do, for the top to run, something in here has to be done. Like, I think this has to be right here to like tell it that there's nothing in the way of the top. So now, if we close this,
It still has room for.
still has
Yeah,
tons of room.
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
Tons of room. So now, if we do the exact same thing, hop in here. I forgot all about how this works. Bang, bang. Doesn't even question it. We used to sit at stoplights and do this day in and day out with the Mike Jones just pounding. We drive around in the snow.
Wow, that thing's quick.
It's so cool. A true transformer.
It's transmorpher.
We transmorphed it.
Just leave it down. It's actually easy. Much
Yeah,
better to work on.
yeah, actually it's much nicer. Well, I have extolled the virtues of the SC430 many times before. Obviously this thing is wildly good. I love the covers that pop out and hide the top completely here. These back windows that roll down. All of this is so cool. And the back seats are the best. Let's be real. Okay.
The question is, which one's better? They're about the same size, really. This
Honestly,
one's a little bigger, but really, like shape-wise, these two cars are not super different.
they really do look the same.
Yeah,
They really do look the same.
When you start looking at it, you're like, hold on a minute.
Yeah, obviously this makes more power by quite a bit.
Well, it's
also 100 times quieter.
It is. Yeah, it sounded great when it started up.
Yeah, you get a V8 rumble.
Yeah.
It's really tough, right?
But you got less. That must weigh a bit less.
A bit less. Yeah, this thing is a heavy pig and an electronically limited. I think they'll both go about 150.
Yeah, I think so too.
So it's a toss-up. It's really a toss-up.
Straightaway, this one, corners, that one.
Yeah, maybe so. You'd have to really beat on the Boxster to keep up with this car.
Yeah, but through the corners, that thing will just stick them and go.
Yeah, but one of the coolest interiors ever made in this car.
Oh, it looks great.
That's just a normal Porsche interior, kind of boring. And then lighted door sills in this. Mark Levinson system, one of the best factory systems ever made. So this is my car, guys. You guys know it's always been my car.
I'm done with corners. I just want to go straight.
No, I just want to be an old man in a touring car. That's why I want a 911 Turbo S, the greatest car ever made.
We need two of those and we're good.
All right, guys, let's look at this thing. You want to open the hood up here? It's got triple wiper sprayers too. Not 3, but it's got like 3 on each sprayer, which is very cool. Oh yeah, this was one of the early cars that had auto leveling headlights, if I remember right. So these headlights were some of the first of the wildly expensive headlights. All right, where do you think the horn relay's at on this thing? Everything in here is oily.
The old sell it from the dealer like that?
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like you put this like that, which would put the horn right. That seems like the right relay for a horn. If you ask me.
Switch it real quick.
Well, I've got a relay tester.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if they're the same relays. You could just pop the other one into it, and if the horn works.
We could. They are all the same relay, same part number. All right, guys, just to rule out the relay here. I mean, it could be a relay fuse problem, but I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be the issue on SC430s. So we're gonna go ahead and hook the relay tester here up to the battery. And this should just plug right in. What's that mean?
That's a good sign.
Huh. Does this just click infinitely? I've never used it
Sounds
before.
like a blinker. I assume the green light and the sound, it sounds like it's working.
Yeah, you can hear the coil pull in.
Yeah, I was like, it sounds fine. It looks fine.
Yeah, must be good. All right, well, with that said, let's unhook this battery and start chasing down that steering column. I'm gonna put this back. Should we just do this to all of it because it's fun? Take every relay out of this car.
Yeah, sorry, nothing works now.
This SC430 clock spring failure seems to be very common. It seems to be the real failure that these have. So, well, I did go look at one once. I think we made a video going to buy one. It was like $4,000 and it had been like flooded plus salvaged and not a single thing worked. So there can be more failures. Not even the headlights would turn on. So right here we have the $408 clock spring from Lexus. Woo! At least they even put a little index key in there so you don't accidentally spin this thing and break it. I think it even came with instructions, which is crazy. Now we have to learn Japanese in order to do this. Please keep the front wheels straight. Obviously we did. Also guys, if you're looking this up, they don't sell it as clock spring. They only sell it as spiral cable.
So to make you question, like, is it a clock spring or is it?
It's a spiral cable.
It's a spiral cable is what they call it.
Don't break a lock pin before you pass pigtail through the steering. Yeah. So don't pull this out. That only makes sense. And carry out the centering. I don't think we have to do anything special here.
No. Take old one off, put new one on. Pull these covers off the back and use the springs off the old one.
Yes, sir.
And then harness up.
So we've got a little cover here that hides the torque screws behind the wheel. Pop that off with a tiny little screwdriver. Don't lose it. Good luck. And then what are these Torx?
30s, I think.
You think? Yeah, they look like 30s.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab a Torx screwdriver instead of the socket. I think we can pop it right off.
Yeah.
So the other screw is underneath this cover here where all the steering wheel controls are. So you gotta pull this cover off, and then behind that there must be the second screw. So we're gonna figure that out right now and then start pulling the airbag out. Doing surgery over here today. I didn't know we were scrubbing in. I thought we were just doing some quick work.
Anytime you pull out the doctor.
These tabs are not releasing on this thing. Huh.
I think the answer is a little bit bigger of a screwdriver, and I think you just pry it from the top only.
Oh, really?
It comes straight down, yeah.
My fingers are a pretty big screwdriver. Please don't break. Yeah, apparently. It just has these little things. Huh.
Yep.
And then it pushes directly on these buttons. Oh, nice.
Move your head.
Yeah, well, we got a torque screw in there, right?
Yep.
That
would be your torque screw, and then there'd be one on the other side.
What a crazy way to do that. The buttons pop off of the switches. All right, so we'll set that aside. These things are in here.
Because it captures itself.
Yeah.
So
Only makes sense that it would stay.
yeah.
I need a slightly longer extension.
What is it? 3/8?
I need like a 3-inch extension.
What I'm doing.
I just want to make sure we don't have to get in there twice, because once you loosen them, you know, it's way harder to get on those screws. Come on. I wonder, maybe.
Not funny.
Yeah, I was like, the battery's unhooked.
Is it though?
Don't you dare.
Is it unhooked?
I guess I didn't look. So, there's a chance I'm wrong.
You know what they say, 50-50.
I can see the screw wiggling around in here. I don't know what's holding us up though.
Just being stubborn, probably.
Man. All right, guys, removing this airbag was a ton of work, honestly. So pretty simple, right? You pop off that cover, and then you should probably get in here and pop off the switch pack, where'd we put the switch pack? Okay, it's on the trunk, but there's 2 little Phillips on the switch pack. Release this little tab right here on this connector, and you can pull it all off, which just gives you a lot of access, which is nice because you can see the screws. So once we backed them off, I sat here and wiggled the airbag like normal because you got to get the screws situated, and they just wouldn't come off. So what I found worked was Eric put pressure on the airbag coming out, and then I just backed out both screws, and then they slipped right out, no problem at all. So with that said, we can finally release the airbag connector here. Maybe we can release this airbag connector.
I called you the harness king earlier, so you kind of have to like fill that.
That was pretty quick. I don't know, dog.
I don't know if it's king status.
Should we blow this up?
Well, I didn't unhook the battery, so
knock it off.
Color me surprised.
Knock it off. Okay, so we've got this connector here that has all the steering wheel controls in it. Oh, come on. I guess I better just use a screwdriver. There we go.
And what size? You think it's a 19?
Yeah, it does look like a 19, which is actually on the impact right there.
Overkill.
There's no such thing as overkill when you're doing a steering wheel.
Everything's a 19 or a 21, let's be honest.
Everything now, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Game right off. All right, now for the fun part.
Let's grab a paint pen just in case and mark
Nah,
it.
straight up and down. Eric gave it one little tug and the steering wheel just fell right off. So, go ahead. All right, we're to the clock spring. I think I did all the work. I loosened it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, I tore the clock spring halfway off.
Why? Oh, the airbag did. This clock spring almost did rip.
Yeah, that's
Look at that. So the centering hole here does show you if you're in the factory position. Kind of cool.
So that says it's bad?
No, it just shows you when you've got it lined up to the center, right?
Okay.
Because they said you need to have the dot of the yellow, and the dot of the yellow in the window does show that it's straight up and down.
Gotcha.
Which is interesting, but hey, this one's going in the trash, so we just need to pull all these Phillips screws out here, and then we can pull all this trim off.
So they just die internally, like nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
nothing
cable
you
always
ever
breaks.
see.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with your truck too. We just never fixed it. At least the one in your truck's like $30.
Yeah, but we're gonna spend $2,000 and put train horns on it.
Train horns for the win.
Like, why not?
You're not catching me complaining.
I got plenty of room. It's an 8-foot bed. We can get a set of train horns out of that back row.
Oh yeah. All right. So what do we think? Is it actually 3 screws on this bottom piece? It sure is.
So my question is, if there's a double train and that train is stopped, are we allowed to remove the horn off that train and put it on my truck?
I've heard that, yeah, you're allowed to just grab whatever you want from a train instead of stop.
I just want to make sure I want to do it legally.
You know, you're allowed to spray paint them now as long as you don't cover up the boxcar numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. If the trains stop, everything's free.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I read that on the internet.
I'm not taking like the cargo or anything. I just want the horn.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if you say it's legal, then we'll do it that way.
I actually have no idea how you're supposed to be able to remove this trim without...
I think you have to get it around that button somehow.
I'm pretty sure I can just pop this connector right here, which requires a little bit of sliding. So you slide this back, airbag connector comes off, just like that. And then you've got another connector right here for all the steering wheel controls that you can't see. It's right here on the bottom.
It's just behind it, basically.
Underneath, and you just push up on the tab. And I should have it. Really fighting me here. There it goes. Okay. Clock spring Delito. Is this all part of the clock spring? It can't be, right? No, it has to be. Huh.
No, I think that stays on.
I think we need to get a quick look at the new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing's separated when you gave it a yank there on the airbag connector. Well, you know, this is steering wheel position.
Yeah, I think that stays on.
It might stay on.
For sure, I think it does. Because these,
Huh.
you have to pull these springs and put them on the new ones. This should be the back of the clock springs. The new ones, just like weed eaters with bump caps, nobody ever gives you new springs. You just have to. It's all the same. It doesn't matter if it's a car or a mower. You either have to buy the spring or reuse them off the
Okay.
application.
I got the springs. They're even in the right orientation. We're ready to screw them onto the new one.
Okay.
So, yeah, I didn't move this thing, which is all that matters. Don't move that thing. I don't even know if these need springs. It almost looks like the new ones might use these rubber pieces as springs because, you know, it's very springy. But hey, we'll screw on the new springs just the way the old ones were. Hopefully they seat. It's got little retainers on there that I keep expecting to pick up the spring, so it's retained. Come on. Man, if you miss doing this, it's going to the next dimension.
Yeah.
What happened to your springs?
Just like that carburetor we worked on in your dad's shop. I lost that one spring. We looked for 30 minutes. We never should have wasted our time.
We shouldn't have. All right, I got one done. These are really hard to get on there. You better have some fingernails, like at least a hair so you can catch them. There it goes. All right, so springs installed. Don't pull the pin until everything's done, as always. So now, I think we're all located safely. Once we get here, I want to get this put back together with the position sensor. I know you can't see. There it goes.
Sounded good.
Yeah, now we're locked into the steering wheel angle sensor, and now we just have to plug in the connector for the radio and everything, which is just do a little bit of finagling. And then the airbag connector. So
You don't pay me enough to hit record.
so you do have to pull the pin before you put the wheel on because there's no way to do it after the fact. So
Airbag deployed.
pop! Ah, start over.
Yeah.
It just gets more expensive.
Yeah.
We put a money counter at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not gonna move that thing one hair. Not even a hair. Come on. Make sure it's centered up. I think we're good right there. It looks like everything's correct. Reconnect our connector, give the steering wheel a wiggle. I think it's gonna go back on with the nut. So let's use the nut to press it back into place, which, where did I put the nut?
Good quest. Is it still in the...
Found it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now I just need the impact. I think that's where it was. Now it's airbag time. So, airbag connector plugs in with the white part that you can release forward, like this. Okay, nice click. And also, we do want to note, jump in here real quick. These screws, getting them out is a whole thing, right? They don't want to come out, which makes it really hard to get the airbag out. Make sure the little groove on the top of the screw is retained by those fingers, and then the airbag will go back in nicely, right? Because when you put your tool in there, you're going to want to push straight in, it'll pop it out and push it into the threads. So make sure you retain both screws like that. Slide your airbag in, it'll just fall into place this time. Look at that, that's better. And now, we're gonna start these by hand, of course, but just a little push here should get it started.
So that click you're hearing is the screw popping it out of its locator and going backward.
Yep, it's all the way in. All the way in over there. Okay, now for this one.
Same noise.
Same drill. We're not messing around. And I'm not gonna put these back in with the power tool. Will you hand me a ratchet so I can, I think I'm done. They're both kind of snug.
It's just a 3/8.
Yeah, just a 3/8 ratchet, and we'll touch them both, and I think we're ready to put the switches on. Time to put our switches back, so we just plug in this little connector here. There is no extra wire in there, so just be aware. You're gonna have to like sneak it up in there, and then you'll hear a nice little click. And this has locating pins as well, so just a little wiggle should put it where it needs to go. And now we are ready to put the screws back in. Contact! Eric's hooking the battery back up.
Told you I unhooked it.
Yeah. I thought you said you hooked it up. All right, here's the test. He's got the battery going back on. Will the horn work? Hey!
We fixed one thing in like 4 years.
The only thing it needed.
Does it ever go right the first time? No, it never does.
I mean, this went well, and luckily the clock spring doesn't break and throw airbag lights, which is, it only lost the horn.
Yeah, just a common failure on this specific car. Everyone does the same thing, loses the horn.
Well, that's easy. Wow.
I know the only reason you agreed to this is so now you get to drive it.
Oh man, I get to drive one of my favorites of all time. All right, so we're done under the hood, and the only thing we have left in...
That's back on, this can close.
That's the last piece right there. So we'll just pop that guy like that. All right, guys, obviously we've tested the horn out, but I think we need to test it out for real. We gotta go do a road test, and then let's just pull it behind some people and hold the horn down.
Yeah, blow the tires off of it.
Blow the tires off it. All right, let's go on an SC430 drive so we can enjoy the first nice day we've had here in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been sad I can't get the Harley out.
Can't get the Harley out?
I've been able to brother.
All right, apparently I turned the wipers on. I thought I'd turn them off.
Not terrible on this.
This thing just eats it up. Also, you can't even hear it running. Yeah. The only thing you hear is tire noise.
Yeah.
You nailed it, Lexus. This car is great. Top Gear lied to everyone. I gotta keep preaching it. This is the car.
They were just mad because they loved it and couldn't say that they loved it.
They were mad that it was too good, just like everyone's mad at 911s for being too good. Absolute perfection. Let's see, it has sport, right? No, it doesn't. All right, no sport. All right, should we just drive down the road holding the horn?
Until it goes out.
Until it quits. I don't know what happened. It was working just fine.
Gonna need another one of those.
Oh, this thing's great. Great. I was just about to make a pull.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Gotta get into Mexico first.
Yeah, we do have to head across the border. Woo-wee!
So smooth.
So smooth. Look at that. Motoring excellence, baby. The car that puts itself away. Well, guys, there you go. Another SC430 saved. Couldn't be happier to work on one. Just a quick clock spring replacement and the horn works again, and this car can pass its inspection. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Huge thank you to Mando for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to head on over to shopwatchjrgo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. All right, let's get it out of here. Look at these beautiful headlight washers that pop up and blast washer fluid all over these things. Fog lights. It almost looks like it's Pebble Beach edition.
Do you know who St. Charles Motor?
I have no idea who St. Charles Motor Cars is. No idea. Yeah, it looks a little loose there. Might give that a little touch up.
I don't think the screws belong in there.
I bet they don't. But maybe just one twist on that loose screw.
They're both loose.
Oh.
Oh, they're tapped out.
Oh, they're too long. You want to change them? I mean, they're not going to come out.
That's what that noise we were hearing was.
It is the noise we were hearing, isn't it?
Let's see if they have shoulder.
Take it off. I've got screws.
I was like, I heard a noise, but I couldn't figure out.
The other way. I almost did it at the stoplight, like the old days. Boom.
Yeah, because if that broke, I was going to start running away.
Yo, dude, we gotta catch me on a flight to Mexico if that top breaks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over.